And then from Lalibela, we went by minivan to Bahar Dar. So that took a lot of hours. To be honest, a lot of hours. And as I'm from Belgium, in 2 hours, you can go from one point to the other. I was not used to making so many kilometers, so many hours by minivan. But anyway, it was super nice because I was able to see the landscape change from Lalibela to Bahar Dar, see the construction works, to see how the landscape evolved, how to go, and we also made some stops. We stopped in a small market where I was able to see so many spicy things. We stopped in Auraamba and we stopped in Debre Tabor to finally reach Bahar Dar. Auraamba is like a community that was built by a person, I don't remember his name, I'll look for it, that was built in order to build a society, mini society, where everyone was equal, everyone had a role, and everyone was contributing for the community. And so what I wrote in my notes when I was there, I wrote in French, is that it really made me think of the concept of kibbutz in Israel. So I was able to go into Israel in 2018, and that's where I saw this. So everyone has a role. Either you're a cook, either you're a teacher, everyone has a role contributing to the field work and everything. And those roles were changing every X times, and they were living completely independently from the main state. And so that person said, okay, I want to build this here in this region. And at the beginning, he had some troubles with the main state. Finally, he got his lands, and he has a lot of schools. There are so many people in that community. He has I don't know how you say in English, a place to take care of the elders. And what their main economical activity is the handcraft sewing. So they make netelas, they make gabis, they make the main Ethiopian cloth with the machinery from a few years ago, but that is still working. So by hand, they're still making this handcrafted cloth. And it was really interesting to see. And also that parallel with my trip to Israel was quite interesting. The last stop we made to eat was in Debre Tabor, but we didn't stay long. We just went, I saw the main square, the main roundabout, where there was the statue of Atzeteotros, who I think introduced the canon in Ethiopia. We arrived in Bahar Dar during night and it was pitch black. So I was unable really to see the city or see the hotel we were staying at. And the hotel had their bedroom, so how can I say, dispersed in the compound, and it was just next to the lake. But I was not able to see the lake because it was pitch black. But then the next morning, when I opened my door and started walking down, because my bedroom was a bit in height, I was seeing this mist above the lake where there were some fishermen and pelicans. Yeah. Pelicans eating the fish, and I was looking at the trees. I was looking at everything because as we arrived in night time, I was not able to see that. So it was super nice. The hotel was really cool. And so we had breakfast, and then we went to see the Nile Falls. And November is quite a good season to go because as it is after the rainy season, you can really see the big falls full of water and so on. And we also made a small walk. We had a small boat trip to go from one side to the other after the Nile. And then we went eating, and basically we went back to the hotel. And so the second day in Bahar Dar, we took a boat to go to a monastery in the middle of the lake. So what I was not expecting was Lake Anna to be so immense, to be so big. Because first you cannot see the other side of the lake. And second, when we took the boat to go to the monastery, I was like, okay, it's going to take 20, 15 minutes, tops, something like that. No, it took 45 minutes to an hour to go to that small park. And so the church we went to visit is Oracle and Maret. And I think it was built around the 14th century. And what I really appreciate, what I really like about that church, so first it's a circular church. And from outside, it looks like a really simple one. And then when you go in, there is a corridor surrounding it, and then you go in the main church. And it was covered of wall art that dates back from, a lot of centuries ago, and so colorful, super nice. And then we had a young guide, super nice, who explained to us a bit the tradition during the Misa in Orthodox churches in Ethiopia, how they use the different instruments, their meanings, and I don't remember everything, but I really wish I take the time one day to go and read that again, because there's a connection with each instrument and so the Bible. So basically visiting that part of the Lake Tana took us the whole day, and then we went back by boat. So yeah, because it takes 45 minutes, 1 hour. And that's also where I made the small video of the land, of the sunset on the beginning of so in our intro video. That's where I made the small snapshot of that beautiful time. The last thing we had to do in Bahar Dar was to see the hippopotamus, but they decided to stay home, so we were not able to see them. And we began our trip to Gundar.